Mbappe is going to score at least 60 goals for Real Madrid next season. Maybe even over 70 goals. It's going to be by far the best debut season of all time. He's going to be going from PSG, where he's been playing in pretty mediocre situations his entire career, to a Madrid super team, where he can just stat pad for fun. He's going to be going to a much better team, who provide him with much better support. Now I could go on and on about how PSG have never been half as dominant as Barca and Madrid in La Liga. Or I could talk all day about how PSG have never built a team around Mbappe. But that's for another day. Let's just talk about this season, because this season is most relevant. So this season, I thought that PSG would finally build a team around Mbappe. With Messi and Neymar gone, it seemed like there were no more obstacles. Mbappe was the clear top man. So why didn't they? Because PSG and Luis Enrique got triggered that Mbappe was leaving. And instead, they decided to build a team around Dembele, an inconsistent dribble merchant who's been injury prone his entire career, rather than their best ever player, and by far the best player in the world right now. Just look at their pass map against Dortmund. The ball is barely getting to the left-hand side. Nearly all the passes are being directed towards the right-hand side. It's almost like Luis Enrique has spent the entire season deliberately trying to not build a team around Mbappe. He's tried his utmost best to let Dembele be the main man instead. And what's more, this shameless fraud has basically publicly admitted it. A few days ago, he said that he always knew that Mbappe was leaving at the end of the season, so that he did what he thought was best for the team. So basically, he's finding excuses for not building the team around Mbappe. This entire season, if you look at his goal catalog, Mbappe has very, very few easy chances. The vast majority of his goals come through individual plays. And that's absolutely crazy when you consider just how amazing his off-the-ball ability is. This guy should be getting loads of easy chances through his off-the-ball runs. But it wasn't happening because the team was never built around him. If anything, it's like they were trying not to play to him. I can't believe that Enrique had by far the best player in the world and by far the best player of the 21st century and tried to avoid playing to him for an entire season. Nearly every game, the ball is concentrated on the right-hand side. It's like he's avoiding Mbappe. As if this weren't enough, PSG didn't let Kylian Mbappe play in the preseason, which is why he started the season in relatively poor form. And as soon as it was confirmed mid-season that Mbappe wouldn't be renewing with PSG, Enrique kept on benching him. He started benching him every other game, which messed up his form even more. So Mbappe is going to be going from a team that is purposely avoiding to play through him, a team where the ball is constantly on the right-hand side of the pitch, to a much stronger team with far better creative capabilities where the gameplay is already on the left-hand side of the pitch, right? Vinicius is currently Madrid's main man. The ball is already primarily on the left-hand side of the pitch. The team already plays in a way that will be extremely suited to Mbappe. The change in scoring conditions is going to be absolutely crazy. And despite such terrible, difficult conditions, Mbappe still has 44 goals in 47 games this season because of his amazing GOAT-level scoring ability. When he's playing in far better scoring conditions next season, there's absolutely no reason why his goal tally can't increase by at least 15 goals. That would already put him around 60 goals. And I think that's the bare minimum. I think people are going to be absolutely shocked by his scoring explosion next season. He's going to score at least 60 goals. I wouldn't even be surprised if he scores over 70 goals. Maybe even 75 goals. It's going to be a season to remember. It's going to be by far the best debut season of all time. And that's because Kylian Mbappe is the future GOAT. Possibly the most talented player of all time, and by far the best player of the 21st century.